Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. I'm the Gray Strega, and I'm here to give you your daily collective read for today, Sunday, April 16th, 2023. What do we have coming through in the cards for today? May I please have the first card in our 5-card spread? First card is out, and we are starting our day today with the 9 of Wands in its reversal. We like seeing this. We like seeing this because I will point out that over the last few days, we saw that there's been some hairy energy, particularly as it relates to feeling isolated. One of the things we noticed in the daily collective read from just a couple days ago was that we had the combination of the Hermit card in its reversal in combination with the 9 of Wands. So what we were seeing there was this moment or this opportunity that was occurring where you were feeling some inability to be with oneself, to sit with oneself. That instead of kind of having these moments right now of isolation where you feel like you're getting these grander insights, you were feeling levels of discomfort that were coming from a place of feeling like it was coming more like feeling like uncomfortably isolated, as opposed to like feeling like you were getting some kind of grander level or a degree of like insight from those moments of being on your own. Today, we are seeing that you are coming out of this, whatever you've been experiencing over the last few days that's been making you feel like that. You're starting to come out of your shell. You're not feeling so trepidatious. You're not feeling so anxious. You're recognizing that your healing does not require you to isolate yourself in the process of it. So a bit more planning today, a bit more getting out, being more social, as it were, potentially even reaching out, communications, things of that nature. Next card we see coming through in our 5-card spread. We love this. We're always seeing this card in its reversal lately, always seeing it, but that's because this is a hard journey, because this is a journey of release. You are recognizing that there is something that you must release. You must surrender to it. This could be something that you've been feeling, something that you've been pushing, holding back on, something that you've been holding off from doing right now. This is a moment that you are understanding that it does feel like something that is related to an act of surrender, but you're also recognizing that that act of surrender is what is going to lead to your highest point of victory. So embracing some of this surrender, allowing yourself to feel what you're feeling, allowing yourself to kind of embrace this moment that could be feeling vulnerable, but there is a moment of triumph in that vulnerability, particularly as we see potentially around that release of being kind of coming out of your shell at this moment that is allowing you, or even communication that's allowing you to feel this point of relief. The next card we are getting in our 5-card spread right now, we love this, we love this, we love this, 10 of Pentacles. So again, you are doing this work. You are coming out of your shell. You're not letting yourself self-isolate. You are learning to let go. You're experiencing right now that there's some things that you need to surrender that are leading to better victory. Why? Because we see here with this 10 of Pentacles that there are a lot of opportunities that are around you right now. Places of opportunity that are holding a lot of keys to your success, positive energy, supportive community around you right now, moving in the directionality of these supportive places. Feels like, interestingly, feels like some kind of act of surrender, because it's almost like you need to relinquish something in order to move in those directions. But you are also recognizing that this is a direction that is meant for you, and we see you heading in that approach. This is also probably being able to reach out to others to help give you support as you continue forward in this time, because we're seeing a lot of community in these cards right now. Next card we are seeing in our 5-card spread, 2 cards coming out for our next card. We love this, right? Why are you coming out of your shell? Why are you letting go? What are you releasing? Well, you're releasing those things that are keeping you from being able to move into these places of greater success, those communities, those areas, those circles of experience, those circles of environment that are showing you the most productive path forward, because these areas are not only supportive of you, but they're creating the opportunity for you to really communicate and create what you are trying to create. So we see that this is a moment of you truly embracing yourself and embracing your talents, but it's requiring you to get out of your shell. It's requiring you to get out of your comfort zone. It's requiring you to release something to a certain extent so that you can fully embrace and move into this direction. Final card for our 5-card spread for today. 2 cards coming out on this. Oh, and why do we also see you moving in this direction? Because again, as we see, we got this card as our daily collective, our daily card of the day just a couple days ago. You are in a space right now where you don't want to feel like you would need to hold back. You don't want to hold back. You want to go forward. You want to give of yourself. You want to put things out. You want to be able to act upon that creative energy. You want to act upon that passion. And you are seeing the opportunity to do so. This will feel a bit different depending on whether you align to feminine or masculine energy. For feminine, we are almost seeing, thank you so much for the gift. Oh, it's so cute. For feminine, we are seeing that there's some kind of active surrender in opening up potentially to a manifestation of masculine that is coming towards you right now with some kind of emotional offer and opportunity. This is a moment that we see that some of this relinquishing is potentially relinquishing against your own feelings of isolation, allowing this point of surrender so that you can give forth towards this energy that's coming around you right now. Because we see here that there is a lot of opportunity around this and there's a lot of things being put on the table. While for masculine energy, we are seeing that this is a moment where you may be seeing some directionality right now where there is a lot of opportunity waiting for you that is allowing you to really embrace all of your talents, feeling the spark of creativity coming forward right now. And this is what is allowing you in this moment to really come forward with some emotional offer and feeling this need to give forth, because you are now in this place of positive emotionality, even in this act of surrender out of isolation. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now, clarification between our Nine of Wands in its reversal and this Ace of Swords energy, coming out of a period of isolation, not letting yourself feel isolated, even as you're going through some sort of healing process, and allowing this to be a moment of surrender, almost surrendering to what you're feeling, but not letting it hold you back, feeling that there is a victory in accepting this moment. May I please have one card to clarify? Clarification. This card all weekend like hotcakes. What have you guys been doing? Devil energy. Okay. Look, this is that moment of acknowledgement. There is an acknowledging right now around this point where we're seeing that you are having a moment of surrender and acceptance, potentially around some things that you are connected to right now that you may be having a non-positive connection to. This could be translating into a few different avenues depending on how it aligns to you. This could be non-helpful coping mechanisms, bad habits, maybe even unhealed karmic connections that feel like they're interpreting as toxic. This is a moment right now where you're potentially surrendering and acknowledging that this is where this energy is coming from, and that you, in a way, this moment of surrender is a point of trying to experience it, trying not to like allow it to, like, you know, maybe even potentially, I have to say, maybe even potentially having to surrender something that is aligned to this energy so that you can move it forward in a more healing way, because something about it has you in a place where you don't want to stay isolated because of it. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now. Clarification between our Ace of Swords in its reversal and our 10 of Pentacles. So why are you releasing this? Because you recognize that releasing this energy is what is going to lead you to that those path and to those purposes of greatest success. That there needs to be an act of surrender to be able to come into this higher degree of success and opportunity for you. What are you releasing? Anything associated to this devil energy. Can I please get one card to clarify, please? Woof! Transverse. But this is the thing. You don't want to release it. It's hard to release. You're going back and forth on releasing it, because whether this be a partner, because there's something about some of these harmful connections that you're having right now that is requiring you to kind of relinquish something that you've been kind of aligned to for a very long time. This could be coming through as like something that could be feeling like a mechanism or something in your life that you feel like you've constantly kind of been a part of your life to a certain extent. And it's requiring you to take a very close look at the things, the people, the circumstances, the situations that you affiliate yourself with right now, and truly asking yourself, are they helping me? Are they helping me, or are they limiting me in terms of moving forward to my greatest degree and my greatest places of opportunity and success? It's a hard thing to break. We see here, whatever these are, whatever these bonds are, especially with this devil energy, it's hard to break because there's advantages and disadvantages is what we see. And so this is where we see a lot of this stuck energy coming through. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now, clarification between this 10 of Pentacles in combination with the 9 of Cups and this Ace of Wands energy. So a moment right now that you are going forward into those avenues and opportunities. You're trying to move with a lot of directionality into those spaces that you feel are bringing around the most success or opportunity for you at this point, that are truly allowing you to be your most authentic expression of self, truly showing your talents, feeling that desire or urge to bring this point of creativity or passion into your life at this moment. May I please have one card to clarify? Clarification coming right now in Lovers in its reversal. Lovers in its reversal. So what are we seeing here? We are seeing that there is a moment that, as we say, this could be feeling like a bit of difficult energy, because while we see that you are moving with a lot of directionality into these places and these opportunities that are available to you, that are allowing you to feel like you are in your most high expression of self, and that you're trying to bring a lot of your creativity and passion to ground, there is some sort of blockage as it relates to partnerships right now. We're seeing it all over the place with all of these partnership cards here, but not in a positive, productive place. So with the Lovers card in its reversal, this could be interpreting as a few different things, because we've got here now, my friends, we've got the Devil card out, we got the Two of Cups card out, transverse, and we've got the Lovers card in its reversal. So we could be seeing this interpreting in a few different ways. For some of you, this could be feeling like you are not necessarily in connection right now to someone that you feel is in this higher spiritual plane in terms of your partnerships. And this is what is encouraging some of this devil energy to rise to the surface. It's almost like the lack of connection here is what's bringing this about. Whereas for some of you, this is resulting in some acknowledgement that there are some harmful potential partnerships around you right now, even as it relates to like potential like energies that is bringing up some of these harmful qualities, these non-helpful mechanisms. And so this is what I mean about this being a moment of putting a lot of deep critical look and investigation into those associations and energies in your life to say, are these things helping? Are they moving me where I want to go? Or are they harming? This is that moment of decision. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now between our Nine of Cups in combination with our Ace of Wands and the Knight of Cups in combination with the Four of Pentacles in its reversal. So truly what we're seeing here is a moment where you are analyzing, you're putting a lot of attention right now into trying to bring out exactly what you're trying to create, feeling a lot of inspiration in this degree to do so, wanting to really give forth, and further feeling like there is some energy around you that is offering you some sort of emotional opportunities. Will feel a bit different for feminine or masculine right now. For feminine, this is feeling like there are energies coming towards you right now with emotional offers that you are willing to give forth towards. While for masculine right now, this is coming forward as having this desire to give forth in these energies right now, feeling this like need to unload in a way, like a need to like release a lot of these materials, these thoughts, these feelings, these emotions in places that you feel are going to be receptive to them, because you feel like you're in a place right now of being able to really articulate what it is that you are hoping to manifest, and feeling like you're in a place of like absolute productivity in order to do so. May I please have one card to clarify? Clarification coming through right now with the World card. So we love this because I do see here, we do see this transition that's occurring away from the places that are holding you back, putting this acknowledgement in, and instead moving with directionality into these places that feel like they're allowing you to manifest exactly what you're trying to manifest for yourself right now. And we see this is coming through as a choice of going into those places, the new opportunities, the new experiences, new communication that you feel are truly going to allow you to fully embrace and show all of your natural talents, all of your abilities, be able to put all of your cards on the table, feeling like there are energies around you right now that are being open, honest, communicative, putting all of their cards on the table. And it is in this capacity that you are feeling this desire or this ability to give forth in this moment to manifest the realities that you're trying to manifest for yourself right now. Love that. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now. Oh my God, there's so many. There's just so many partnership cards in question right now. I'm overwhelmed looking at them. All right. Clarification right now between the devil energy in combination with the Two of Cups. So a moment that is making you have to put a very critical eye on all the partnerships and associations that you are currently in right now. Doesn't necessarily just need to be around like personal relationships. This is anything that you feel you have some kind of like partnership with, and really saying, is this something that is in my life that is helping or harming me? Is this something that is moving in a positive vibration, or is it just making things more difficult for me? May I please have one card to clarify? We've got the clarification coming right now, yeah, with this sun and its reversal. The question is, it's like, well, is it making me feel good? How's it leaving me feeling? Is it putting me in a positive place? Or is it just making me feel very doubtful, very anxious, very upset, very depressed? This is where this is coming from. There's something here where there's just a recognition of being like, does it make me happy, right? That's how you're kind of deciding and determining what can go and what can stay. Because this is saying, wow, there's some things in my life right now. There's some people in my life that I'm very, very tightly, closely associated with. But, honestly, at the end of the day, doing that thing doesn't necessarily make me feel great. Being with that person, they don't really make me feel happy. This is that moment of putting a lot of this analysis in to ask yourself what is and what is not serving your highest levels of joy and happiness to move you into a place of productivity. Continuing to get clarification right now between our Two of Cups in its transverse and the Lover's card in its reversal. So, as I said, having to do, look at this combination of cards, my friends. Do you see this? So really taking a serious look, and this is the important thing that's happening with this energy right now as it relates to partnership. It is putting optics on the relationships in your life right now, and it is asking yourself, is this a higher divine partnership that just needs some correction point? Is there some kind of bringing this into a space where it can be spiritually aligned? Or is this just showing me in every way, shape, or form that it is only harmful, that it only keeps me trapped in things that do not let me feel like I'm reaching my highest purpose or my highest potential? This is that moment. This is that moment of putting that serious level of inquiry in these to say, is there the possibility of bringing this into a higher spiritual alignment? Or is this just holding me in a place of negative, non-positive coping mechanisms, unhealed attachments, etc., etc.? May I please have one card to clarify? Clarification coming right now with, this is the moment. This is what is going to allow you to take action in some way. Whether, and it's going to be a little bit different for depending on what you determine when you look at these things, about whether you're going to use this opportunity to move forward, to try to fight for them, to try to fight to restore them and put them into a positive place. Or are you going to use this moment to push back, to try to free yourself from them, to break away from ties or anything that is potentially keeping you from being in a space where you can move forward in a confident way? Continuing to get clarification between these cards right now, between our Lover's card in its reversal and the World card. Very big energy here, because this is what we're really seeing. This is an acknowledgement right now of your own ability to manifest your own reality, trying to bring into being the things that you're trying to create for yourself right now, coming into a point of completion, coming into a point of identifying and understanding yourself, but also feeling the anxiety around the partnerships around you right now and truly asking yourself, are these partnerships that can lead to my highest spiritual self, or are they showing in some capacity that they're creating a limitation point? They're not necessarily places that can reach that higher spiritual union. May I please get one card to clarify? Clarification coming right now with Five of Swords. This is a moment that requires some point of closure. This is a moment that requires a point of closure. There's something around this that feels like it is open-ended. There's some kind of open-ended issue around partnership that requires a level of closure. A client requires a level of restoration. Now, the interesting thing is, depending on how this is aligning to you, this is either going to be interpreting as looking at some partnerships, deciding and determining, yes, they do have this ability. They just need a point of repair and going back to put this work in. Or this is a moment of potentially acknowledging that some of those things that you're moving away from right now, it's simply a matter that they do not have the ability to create this kind of higher spiritual union. And this is what's allowing you to create this resolution for yourself as you proceed forward from this point. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now, clarification. And the answer to that really is this sun energy, right? Does it make you happy? Is it give you any ability? Does it show any sign of being able to create that long-term happiness? And using this moment right now, even as you may not be feeling in the best way energetically right now, in the best way emotionally, maybe even feeling like you are struggling right now around your own feelings of sadness, of grief, of pessimism, as cynicism, but we don't see you necessarily riding into that and holding there, pushing back against it, really fighting for like ground here as you continue forward from this point. May I please have one card to clarify, clarification, coming right now with the Two of Pentacles in its reversal. You're making a moment of you're choosing your priorities, is what we see you doing right now. You are choosing your priorities. You are looking at the things that are overburdening you, that are overwhelming you. You may even be looking at some points of feeling like you are overburdened or overtasked. It is creating a point of unhappiness with you. And you are realizing right now that you need to align your priorities to your own happiness, because something about feeling this misalignment in your priorities is causing some of this unhappiness. And this choice that you're pushing forward with is allowing your priorities to become focused as you continue forward from this point. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now between our Page of Swords and our Five of Swords. So a moment right now of really stepping into your power, moving forward in big ways and trying to tie up some loose ends, get some point of resolution, feeling this desire to create a point of resolution, whether that be going back to situations and just, getting that closure that you need, or creating that closure for yourself right now in this moment so that you can move forward in the most functional way possible. May I please get one card to clarify? Clarification coming right now. This is a nail biter with the Seven of Wands, because this is the important thing. This is actually going to point to the determination about whether you're going to choose to go back to situations to create that point of resolution, or if you're just simply going to hold your ground and continue forward from this point. Because we do see here that someone's integrity has been challenged, that this is a moment of looking at your own integrity. And this is a moment that the reason you're taking these steps right now is because you are willing to defend your integrity. So for those of you who feel like there are places or situations or circumstances that were challenging your integrity, this is going to be the moment that you're most likely going to be choosing to take this opportunity to walk away from them, building this sense of closure for yourself right now. While for those who feel that their integrity is not holding muster, this is the place that you're going back to stand into your integrity, because you've decided that the thing in this, whatever you're walking away from here, is something that requires and needs you to defend it, because it is close to what it is that you are truly aligned to. Continuing to get clarification between these very tricky energies right now of our Two of Pentacles in its reversal and the Seven of Wands. So again, really putting a lot of assessment into your priorities right now, potentially trying to push through some feelings of overwhelm in terms of choosing what your priorities will be at this moment, but also feeling like this is a difficult decision because you are really trying to stand your ground. It's almost like feeling some kind of overwhelm that you're pushing back against, which is requiring you to choose these priorities as you move forward, holding your ground, standing in your integrity, defending the things that you feel deserve to be defended. May I please have one card to clarify? Clarification coming right now, interestingly, with the Page of Pentacles. This is simply a moment for many of you. You are walking away from some things. You are choosing to put something down. You're choosing to put something down because you have decided that it is no longer serving your purposes. This could be something that is considerably taking up time, energy, some kind of offer or opportunity. This is just a moment where you're saying, you know what, it's too much. I can't continue to fight in this way. It's not serving my highest purpose. And that's why you're allowing yourself to walk away from it. Bottom of the deck on this reading is King of Wands in its reversal. This is going to feel a bit different depending on whether you align to feminine or masculine energy, bearing in mind that this is not based on gender, but what it feels most aligned to. For feminine energy, there could be something that you're potentially walking away from right now that has some masculine energy associated with it. That this is interpreting itself as a masculine energy who you may be feeling is only making decisions or serving their own needs. Something that is only serving their own purposes, that's only putting attention in them, maybe even feeling some sort of like intentional communication block around this energy, but with a lot of attention towards this energy as you struggle through these decisions. While for masculine right now, what we are really seeing is this is a moment where you are feeling very uncertain about your own plans moving forward. That there's something about this that you are feeling that there is some kind of functional block that is taking place that is requiring you to look at the things in your life to see what you need to shed. Because something that is tangibly, not being offered to you in some capacity, I think you're now having a point of recognition that it's not necessarily putting you in a place that is making it easy for you to kind of see the path forward for yourself. And this is coming through as some anxiety or fears about your own ability to create, to communicate, to be able to plan the things that you're trying to plan. So definitely a little bit different, but very, very big energy for today. That is our daily collective read for today. I want to thank you guys so much for being here and having it with me. Just a reminder, if you would like to book a private reading with me, you can book one on my website, graystrega.com. My private readings are done over video with the option of a recording sent to you. And if you are a subscriber to my TikTok, you can take 10% off any of my services when you pay. Just mention your subscriber ID at the point of payment. I would also like to remind you that I will never, ever, 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 ever reach out to you for a reading. I will never inbox you. I will never message you. The only way to book a reading with me is if you go to my website and you book the reading. Booking a reading on my site is a two-step process. You have to book the reading and you have to pay for the reading. Please make sure you do both if you'd like to have a reading with me. I want to thank you guys so much for being here and sharing this reading with me today. And we will do this again tomorrow.